We're going to see maybe some salsa in a video in the
No.
future.
Well, you know what? Never
Strictly
say
Come
never.
Dancing?
I actually would. Don't.
In the modern day, I don't think there is such a like multi-generational talent as you. Like Olivia, my 5-year-old
No,
son.
I'm embarrassed.
My 5-year-old son loves your music. My 8-year-old girl, my 12-year-old girl loves your music. Rochelle and I love your music. Our parents are like. How does it feel for you to be so like across the board with your fans?
It's honestly, it's kind of hard to comprehend. I think that all I've ever wanted to do with music is make people feel good.
Yeah.
And it's never really been like I'm trying to like target one specific audience. I think I just want people to feel good. So I'm happy. I'm like, yes, mission accomplished. See you all at the show.
There you go. I mean, you've had this incredible rise recently. How does it feel to be away from all of the noise and the awards? How does it feel to be Olivia Dean right now?
Right now, really good. I think I definitely had a moment where I was like, wow, this is really crazy. And it felt like my life kind of changed overnight. And I was like, oh, what? Everyone's looking at me. But I think I've adjusted to it now, and I feel really grateful. Like I was doing some yoga this morning and I was like, I'm really living my dream. Like I'm inside my dream right now.
Yeah. Is that what you do to chill, to a bit of meditation, bit of yoga?
Bit of yoga in the morning, bit of stretch.
Perfect. Well, listen, as I said, you're certainly the soundtrack to my family's lives. Who would you say is the soundtrack to your life? What sort of stuff are you listening to?
Right now, I've got a really good like driving playlist going. I'm listening to a lot of Usher right now.
Okay. Well, old school, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't
like
beat
Confessions.
I was going to say, you 8701 or Confessions?
Confessions.
Okay, yeah, same.
But I think growing up, I love Lauryn Hill, Carole King, Amy Winehouse, all sorts of things really. I love music. I think as long as it's a good song and the lyrics are good and it comes from somewhere, I probably like it.
Yeah, for sure. We've had on Hits Radio Kylie Minogue fangirling over you recently.
Love Kylie.
Leanne from Little Mix as well. Who do you fangirl over?
Well, always Beyonce.
Yes.
Always Solange also.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Honestly, just anyone I would say that's just like a diva. Anyone that just is kind of unapologetically themselves and is like, yeah, I'm fabulous.
Absolutely.
I admire those
Diana
people.
Ross as well.
Diana Ross, exactly.
I see like the Diana Ross influences in your videos and stuff. Is that intentional? Is it just...
Definitely. I think that she is someone that I've always looked to for style inspiration. And I think as a performer, she just brought so much joy and was just so carefree
for sure,
and feminine and powerful. And I think, that's how I'm trying to be.
Absolutely. We've got to talk about the Brits, okay?
Okay.
First of all, let's go back to when you were a student at the Brits. And of course, you had the incredible night a few weeks ago, collecting 4 awards, which is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What would you say to your 2016 self today?
That night was just so surreal. Like the year that I went in 2016, it was like when Rihanna and Drake performed. And I remember being in the pit. I think Little Mix performed as well. And I was like, this is unreal. And so to think 10 years later that I would get a Brit is just, it's crazy. And I think I would just tell that version of myself just to keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Even in the times where you're just like, have no clue what I'm doing or this feels difficult or it's not working. Just keep going. You get somewhere.
Absolutely, for sure. How was the feeling for you in the room that night when you were sitting down and, the first award came up? What was the feeling like?
Just kind of overwhelmed. To be honest, like I feel like I blacked out. Like I don't really remember a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like I watched it back and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what happened. I think I was just, sometimes when you're like kind of floating.
Yeah, for sure.
It was very surreal.
I was in the room that night and obviously your performance of Man I Need was just incredible. How was it being up on that stage performing that song?
I mean, fun.
Yeah.
I would use the word fun. I love performing that song and I think it was a bit different for me. Like I was using a wireless mic.
Yes, I noticed
Crazy,
that. Yeah,
guys.
Love that though. Old school.
Yeah, and just having fun with it. But ultimately, just it's me and my band, and it was really special.
Was there anyone that night at the Brits that you met backstage who surprised you?
I met Robbie Williams.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Robbie's wicked.
He's so lovely.
Yeah, proper.
And like he really came over and was just like, "Are you okay?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
how
yeah.
are you doing?" And I had a lovely chat with him, so I was pretty starstruck.
Yeah, Robbie's a great guy.
Yeah. I also saw like Rosalia in the corridor, and I was,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What a night it was. And we got to party as well. Thank you for the invite to
We
your
did
party.
get to party, yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
You mentioned yoga earlier on. Aside from yoga, when you're not Olivia Dean, the artist, what grounds you?
I really like driving.
Yeah.
Just going for a drive.
Sticking a playlist on.
Sticking the Usher on.
We're very similar, to be fair.
Listen, yeah. I've been doing salsa lessons recently.
Okay.
Yeah, just learning a new skill that's
Yeah.
completely separate from my music and still in music, but not that, like, I don't know, I'm trying to do anything with it. I'm not going to start salsa-ing in the show.
I was going to say, we're going to see maybe some salsa in a video in the
No.
future.
Well, you know what? Never
Strictly
say
come
never.
dancing?
I actually would. Don't. I actually would.
Okay,
The jungle, no.
Okay, yeah.
Strictly,
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I'm the opposite way around. Jungle
Really?
I've done, strictly not for me.
You did it? Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
What did you eat? What was the
Do
craziest
you know what?
thing you
The
ate?
crazy thing, I just put the fish eyes in my mouth,
Nah.
bite the fish eyes, all of the juice and the blood went into a shot glass and I had to shot it. It's just like eating an oyster. Do you know what I mean?
Nah,
It was all
I
right.
couldn't do it.
It was fine. Your tour, The Art of Loving, starts April the 22nd.
Mhm.
I'm coming with the family, all five of us.
Which one?
One of the 6 O2 dates, by the way.
Okay.
Just one of the 6. When you step on stage for this tour, what feeling do you want your fans to leave with after the show?
I think we're going to go on a bit of an emotional journey.
Yeah.
But I think the feeling that I want you to feel is just warmth and togetherness. I want people to feel like they can come and sing along. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
And dance, but maybe also cry.
Yeah.
Just get it all out.
On the flip side, if someone was like discovering your music for the first time, which of your tracks are you sending them to? What's the go-to?
It depends how they're feeling.
Yeah.
But let's just say, maybe Man I Need.
It's got to be Man I Need.
Is that a boring answer?
No. That's the one. Do you know what I'm saying?
I just think that one, I still like listening to it in the car.
Yeah. It's
Which
so
means
good.
that I think it's just got joy in it.
Yeah.
And I think that song is a good representation of my personality.
Yeah.
Or a couple minutes.
Big
I'd say
tune,
they're
big
like
tune.
two sides of the coin
Yeah.
of
for
my
sure.
brain.
What song of yours means more to you than people know?
Lady, I think always get emotional when I sing that one.
Yeah.
I think that song is about evolving into new versions of yourself and that kind of transitional time in life where things can feel really difficult and you're like squeezing through into your next version.
Yeah, for sure.
And I really needed it when I wrote it.
Yeah.
And it does something to me. You know those songs when you sing, you're just like
100%.
yes.
Is there a song from The Art of Loving that nearly never made the cut, or a single that wasn't supposed to be a single?
Man I Need wasn't supposed to be a single.
Really?
I wasn't sure about it.
Really?
I thought it was a little bit different, and then we started playing it in rehearsals, and some of my band were like, "This one's good, you know." And I was like, "You know what? Yeah."
So it wasn't one of those songs where you left the studio, you're like, "We've got a hit on our hands."
It wasn't that. I knew I really liked it, but I didn't know if it was representative of the whole album and the story. But I'm glad I followed through with that one.
Absolutely.
There was definitely loads of songs that didn't make the album, but I might still do something with them. I don't know.
For sure. You supported Sabrina Carpenter during a US leg on the Short and Sweet tour, as well as the Hyde Park shows. What was that experience like with Sabrina?
I mean, what an unbelievable opportunity to learn and watch, like, from the front, but also from backstage, like how a big show like that is done.
Yeah.
And her dedication and the amount of people that go into doing something like that. I was just in awe.
Yeah.
Like, I just had my little notebook and I was just like, just taking it all in.
Well, it'll be
know?
you headlining BTS next.
Well, we'll see about that.
100%, trust me. Are there any artists on this tour that you want to bring out and celebrate?
I can't tell you that.
Come on,
No,
surely.
come on.
Ezra Collective.
Listen,
or-
maybe. I can't say too much on that
Okay,
one.
fair enough. All good, all good. What would success look like for you, like in a year from now? Aside from the awards and the accolades and the hits, what would be
Gosh, we're
your
getting
idea
deep.
of success?
In a year from now,
Yeah.
I think to just be continuing to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I said it to myself at the beginning of this year. I'd love to get to the end of it and say I actually have fun, and I didn't let it all become so stressful that I couldn't see how amazing it was.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think to still be enjoying it would be nice.
100%. 100%. Who's the person that you would say that keeps you most grounded?
Probably my best friend, Eleanor.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if something crazy's going on, or like, I don't know, like I'll be at Fashion Week and then I come home and then we live together, so we'll just have a cup of tea.
Yeah, nice.
And it's just like back to normal, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's your normality.
Yeah, sometimes weird stuff happens in this job and then you just go home to your mate and you're like, that was crazy. You know? So she keeps me really grounded.
I saw as well you got a phone call from Elton John one day.
I did, yeah.
What
that
happened
doesn't
there?
keep you grounded.
I was going to say, you know what I mean? That's one of those stories you get home and like, surely Eleanor didn't believe that. It's mad.
Yeah. I mean, he's incredible. I'm still amazed constantly how like involved he is in like up and coming artists and like how on the pulse his finger
really
is, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, you don't need to do all of that, but he just loves music.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's, incredible.
I was thinking as well, with your albums, you know, with Messy being the first one and then The Art of Loving, you kind of did the reverse of what most artists do, where their first album is a major success and then it's hard to follow that. What's the vibe with album 3? Have you started writing? Are you even in that headspace yet?
To be honest, I'm really in tour. Like, I'm really trying to stay in the world of The Art of Loving and thinking about building the show and elaborating on the songs in that way. But I'm always writing in my mind in some capacity. But yeah, I will make another album,
Of
I
course.
reckon. I might as well.
100%. Listen, Olivia, thank you so much. It's been an absolute honour chatting with you today.
Thank
Congratulations on all of your success. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Beautiful.